welcome to our English news coming to you from Canal. First, the main headlines of the news. The Foreign Affairs Ministry denounces Mali's International Court of Justice case against Algeria, vowing to react to this baseless allegation in due time. The bloody escalation in Gaza goes on, with fresh airstrikes conducted by the Zionist war machinery targeting civilians and residential buildings. Ahead of the visit of the special envoy, the UN Secretary General Sahrawis are united to fight under the aegis of the Polisario Front, their sole and legitimate representative. Hello. Once again, first in our news, the Foreign Affairs Ministry reacted to the ICJ case filed by Mali against Algeria, terming it as a maneuver by the military junta to find scapegoat for its domestic failures, while vowing to take the necessary measures in due course. More insight in this report. Algeria has denounced the shameless nature of a petition filed by Mali with the International Court of Justice on September the 16th, describing it as a maneuver and emphasizing its intention to notify the ICJ of its rejection of this request in due time. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, National Community Abroad and African Affairs said on Friday in a statement. The Malian government announced that on September the 4th it filed a petition initiating proceedings against Algeria with the International Court of Justice, the statement said. At a press conference he held on September the 13th, the Minister of State, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the National Community Abroad and African Affairs denied this allegation. Faced with this false statement, according to the statement, the Malian authorities decided to file the request on September the 16th, as announced today in a statement issued by the International Court of Justice. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs noted the striking paradox in Mali's approach. This paradox lies in the fact that the Malian junta, which has trampled on legality and constitutional order in its own country, is concerned about the law that it disregards domestically and to which it falsely claims to be committed internationally. It also noted that the very junta has led Mali into political, economic and security disaster and is itself the instigator of moral bankruptcy. Its action at the International Court of Justice is clearly an attempt to exploit this august judicial body of the United Nations in a desperate attempt to find a scapegoat that would absolve it of its responsibilities in the tragedy it is inflicting on the brotherly Mali, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said. The artifice is too unsubtle to be convincing. Algeria will not be complicit in it and denounces its shameless nature. Algeria has too high an idea of international law, just as it has deep respect for the International Court of Justice. It has a duty not to allow them to be the subject of such an obvious and derisory diversion. Algeria will notify the International Court of Justice in due time of its rejection of this machination, the statement concluded. To another story now. As the Zionist occupation intensifies its attacks on Gaza, a new wave of mass displacement is sweeping the enclave. Exhausted families are fleeing in quest of safety that remains out of reach. Details with our field reporter Salama Al-Awadi, taken up by Melissa Kabash.
In Gaza, a river of people is moving on foot, donkey carts and on overcrowded trucks, fleeing battered northern Gaza. With the expansion of the occupation army's assault, thousands have been forced to leave their homes, walking over 20 kilometers on foot. They quit with nothing but fear and grief, clutching children, memories and hope of one day returning.
The planes were above our heads, dropping bombs. We ran with nothing. We even had to rescue our children from under the rubble.
For many, like Abu Yasser, the displacement journey meant dragging cart through rubble, unable to pay the soaring transport costs, only to arrive in overcrowded camp, offering no real safety but the illusion of protection.
النزوح مأساة بكل التفاصيل وبكل المعاني.
Displacement is hell. Everyone is suffering. I've been dragging my cart for 3 days.
واحنا بنقول زي هيك يعني الإيجارات باهظة جدا من 4000 و5000 و8000 و10000.
Meanwhile, 500,000 Palestinians have refused to leave Gaza, despite the siege, the airstrikes and the destruction, a reminder of their unbreakable bond to their land.
We will remain in Gaza. If you want to kill us, then do so. As for Arabs and Muslims, we urge you to stand beside us.
For Gazans, displacement is no longer a temporary measure, but a cycle of survival.
A report was presented by an NGO displaying the atrocious violations of human rights in Western Sahara during a meeting held in Stockholm, Sweden. This meeting allowed the participants to evoke the untold suffering of the Sahrawi political prisoners in Moroccan jails, in addition to the overexploitation of the Sahrawi territories and their natural resources. The crimes being committed by Morocco in Western Sahara can be defined as genocide, according to the Spanish writer and journalist Victoria García Correra. The same truth was reported by a Spanish magistrate in 2015 while describing the Moroccan crimes in the Sahrawi territories for Victoria García Correra. This statement could be the basis for a judicial observation so far not repaired. As the UN Secretary General's personal envoy prepares to visit Western Sahara, Sahrawis gather to reaffirm their steadfast unity behind the Polisario Front, which they deem as their sole and legitimate representatives. Militia Kebas reports.
Under the blazing sun, the Sahrawi flag waves high above, and through chants and speeches, Sahrawis renewed their commitment to their right to self-determination, declaring once again their unwavering support for the Polisario Front as their sole legitimate representative.
Our institutions are strong and our army as well. Thanks to this, we are able to resist to all attacks and face our enemies. The Polisario Front is the sole legitimate representative of the Sahrawi people ever since the proclamation of Sahrawi national unity. The proclamation of the national unity is a crucial step in the history of Western Sahara. It's the day our people decided to pursue the fight for its liberation under the aegis of the Polisario Front. It's the Polisario Front that unites us. Thanks to it, we'll be able to recover our independence and sovereignty. We will never stop till we achieve our objective.
Local representatives trust that no alternative body or initiative can speak on behalf of the Sahrawi people. For 50 years, the Polisario Front defended this just cause and keeps doing so till today.
We've spent 50 years edifying our institutions and building a strong Sahrawi state. 50 years since our cause has reached the international scene. 50 years since we've been fighting for our independence. Western Sahara is a founding member of the African Union. On this historic day, we reaffirm our unwavering attachment to the Polisario Front as we mark 50 years of building a state with solid institutions and a strong disciplined army ready to defend our people's honor and safeguard our territory.
بناء جيش قوي قادر على حماية الأرض وحماية المؤسسات.
Today, the Sahrawi people stand united, reaffirming their readiness to pursue every possible path to restore their independence under the leadership of the Polisario Front.
Despite decades of suffering, displacement and hardship, the Sahrawi people remain united, determined to gain back independence.
Yeah, still watching Canal, Algérie, coming up in our news. Algerian operators review cooperation prospects with foreign investors on the sidelines of Moscow 2025 Food and Drink Expo. Welcome back to our news. Algeria met its mark at the World Food Moscow exhibition, standing out with quality products. that blended tradition and authenticity. The event opened new prospects for trade, with Russia emerging as a key market for Algerian food exports. Melissa Lila Balaman.
Algeria has once again opened new avenues for international cooperation to boost its national economy. The World Food Moscow exhibition wound up after showcasing the latest food industry innovations and facilitating trade exchanges. Algeria stood out with a strong and distinctive presence among the many participating countries.
The high authorities are determined to expand Algeria's economic and commercial presence abroad. We are ready to fully support Algerian businesses seeking access to the Russian market.
مستعدين لتقديم كل الدعم والمساندة للمتعاملين الاقتصاديين الجزائريين.
تم الاتفاق على إنشاء لجنة.
A technical committee was established to support the entry and distribution of Algerian products in Russia. The market is wide open, eager for Algerian goods, which Russian consumers now recognize as high quality.
أنهم ذو جودة عالية.
Algerian food products, blending tradition and authenticity, combined quality with originality. Local specialties drew strong foreign interest, reflecting the growing appeal of Algerian goods internationally.
The exhibition was excellent. We visited the Algerian pavilion and we were impressed. The products exceeded our expectations. Overall, an outstanding impression.
This participation took Algeria another step forward in enhancing its position on the global food trade map, reinforcing its image as a country with strong export and partnership potential.
Always with business news at Lubricants Expo Europe 2025 in Düsseldorf, Germany. Petro Baraka stood out among 80 countries, winning Best Exhibitor and Best African Product of the Year, a milestone that highlights Algeria's growing industrial strength and global reach. Coverage by Asia Gharib, taken up by Melissa Balaman.
Algerian expertise shown yet again on the global stage, this time in Düsseldorf, where Petro Baraka's lubricant was crowned Best African Product of the Year. The company also earned the title of Best Exhibitor at Lubricant Expo Europe 2025, standing out among competitors from 80 countries.
We leave this fair with lasting memories. It gathered leading players in lubricants, oils and related products worldwide. Petro Baraka presented a diverse range combining advanced technology with Algerian expertise, earning the titles of Best Exhibitor and Best African Product of 2025.
By proudly representing the nation, the company proved that Algerian innovation can compete globally, succeed in exports, and turn industrial potential into concrete results. This award is an honor for us, for Algeria, and for Africa as a whole. It rewards years of effort supported by measures introduced by the Algerian state to back its industrial sector. The Algerian embassy in Berlin supports this company, which represented the nation with pride at one of the world's leading lubricant trade fairs. It competed with determination, drive, and a product quality that rivals major international firms.
حاضرة بقوة وبتنافس كبير وبجودة عالية ككل الشركات العالمية الموجودة.
From Biskra to Düsseldorf, the company's journey reflects the rise of Algerian industry, turning expertise into global recognition through a strategy rooted in excellence and openness to global markets.
Back to Algeria, sports now. The side of Akbar defeated Parado AC with 2-1 as part of the fifth week of the National Football Championship. The game, bringing CS Constantine to AC Schliff, ended in a 2-2 draw, while MB Reset trounced ES Sétif with 3-0. Let's follow the highlights of these games.
البحث عن التهديد والتسديد، الخطورة ما زالت لمصلحة عناصر أولمبيك أكبو. بن سعد الله ولبال عمران، التوزيع يا سلام، يا له من ارتقاء ويا له من رأسية ويا له من جول ثاني من سوكو داخل منطقة الجزاء. سوكو وبن شريف التوزيعة على مستوى القائمة الثانية. سلام، وجه آخر، شكل آخر. ثابتة الشلفوية ترفع داخل منطقة الجزاء. أوه خطيرة. ثم الانطلاقة من الجانب الأيسر وصلت للخطير باعوش. التوزيع بالراس. ولمبيشلف يقترب. خطيرة. الثاني. النادي الرياضي القسنطيني تصل لابراهيم ديب يحاول المرور. خطيرة. الثاني من مواقي الذي قلب المعطيات، الذي قلب الموازين.
الجولة الخامسة من عمر الرابطة المحترفة بدأت بالإثارة وإثارة وانطلاقة صعبة. هدف في منتهى الجمال، في منتهى آلي مرزوقي والثاني. سهل الصعوبة لدون لبن زايد والثنائية منك يا مرزوقي. وثالث الأهداف لمستقبل الروسات. شباك وبين الهدف الرابع لزروقي وسير جلال.
Sensational indeed. With this, we come to the end of our news bulletin. Tomorrow, another day of the news. Keep tuning to our channel. Take care. Goodbye for now.